Hello everyone. In this video we're going to talk about one of the most personal and often misunderstood journeys of self-discovery, realizing and accepting your own bisexuality. And, well, why that journey has no expiration date. For so long, society has treated sexual identity like a fixed destination we arrive at during adolescence. But you know, identity is not a static object, it is an unfolding process. Before we delve into discovery, let's establish a foundational understanding. Bisexuality, at its core, is attraction to more than one gender. It is a diverse and inclusive identity. Crucially, bisexuality does not mean you are equally attracted to all genders at all times, nor does it mean you are half straight and half gay. It is a whole identity in itself, characterized by fluidity. Attraction can shift, change, or intensify over time, and your bisexual identity remains valid regardless of your current relationship status or the gender of your partner. The challenge lies in the fact that bisexuality is often rendered invisible by pervasive societal heteronormativity, and sadly by internalized bias within the LGBTQ+ community itself. This invisibility is the primary reason many people take decades to find the language or the permission to claim the identity that is already theirs. Many people discover their bisexuality later in life, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, or even 70s, after years of identifying as straight or sometimes even as gay or lesbian. If you are experiencing this, you are not alone. And, well, it's important to understand the typical factors that can delay this realization. Lack of language and representation can play a huge role. If you only ever see media showing strictly gay, lesbian, and straight identities, the category for bisexual might not even register as a true option, especially decades ago when, honestly, the language was less common. Internalized social rules can also have a big impact. You may have successfully convinced yourself that your attractions to other genders were just a phase, a deep friendship, or, just a passing curiosity. If you settled into a long-term monogamous relationship with a partner of a different gender early in life, your other attractions may have remained, well, theoretical or dormant. Sometimes these feelings only surface powerfully later on, when your circumstances or perspective shift. This is, honestly, the most critical takeaway. Your identity is valid, regardless of when you come to understand it. There's absolutely no biological deadline for realizing who you are. The journey of understanding oneself is a lifelong one. And truly, a realization at age 50 is just as true and important as a realization at age 15. To those realizing their identity later, you may feel confusion, a sense of grief for lost time, or even intense liberation. All of those feelings are justified, but please remember this. Identity is a state of being, not an achievement. You haven't failed or wasted time. You were always bisexual. You simply didn't have the full clarity or social space to articulate it until now. The past was simply the path that led you to this moment of truth. New chapters are possible. If you are in a committed relationship, this discovery doesn't automatically mean the relationship is over. It means you must communicate your full, authentic self to your partner. Many relationships successfully navigate this shift through communication, renegotiation, and acceptance. Finding community is essential. Look for spaces, online or in person, where people discuss midlife and late-in-life discovery. Sharing your story validates the stories of others. The discovery of your sexuality is not a sudden change, but a slow, gradual revelation of a truth that was always present. When you claim the identity of bisexuality, you are not becoming someone new. You're finally allowing the real you to fully unfold. Thank you for watching. Embrace your bisexuality. Love is love, hearts not part.